What happens when three buffoons give life advice, explore unrealistic situations, and give random topics more thought than they probably deserve? It's the Spitballers Podcast with Andy, Mike, and Jason.
What's going on, Spitwads? We're back again. It's a beautiful, wonderful Monday. Maybe. I mean, you could be listening at any time, anywhere. Really,
it could be dreary. You could be in a dark place. You could just be really upset, like
you okay,
me.
Jason?
No, I'm not okay.
Could be a cloudy Thursday. Might not be a beautiful Monday, but either way, you're listening now, and we welcome you in, Andy, Mike, and Jason, the Spitballers Podcast.
I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to this is a reprieve, a catharsis.
Cathartic.
Yeah.
Cathartic.
This is great.
Is that
Although there is one really bad part of being here, outside of being with you two.
Of course.
So we've got an appetizer.
Yes.
We've got an appetizers draft today on the
yes.
show. Spoiler or teaser, whichever one you look at. But we're gonna draft.
That's the appetizer for it.
Oh. Yeah. Wow, this is a professional over here. Yeah. So I'm currently just kind of browsing the internet for appetizers.
Hungry.
That doesn't come halfway there. I am ready to eat this table. I'm so hungry right now, and so this is going to be like a 10-minute episode.
I heard you bought a van.
I did. My family, we got a van.
Always fun.
The car dealerships are
the worst.
The worst. I mean, old busted nonsense. Car dealership. How did we accept this? How do we as a people?
It feels
still
like
allow it.
You know the movie The Purge, where one night you can
I get it.
Where you can break all the rules. I'll get there, Mike.
Okay.
Where all the rules are off, and I feel like inside the bubble of a car dealership, all the rules of morality and ethics, finances, goodness, happiness, they all disintegrate. That's what I'm getting at, Mike.
You get swarmed on. You drive in, the bees are just the hive swarming around you. I literally, we went to several different dealerships, and we couldn't, not one of those, once we left, not one did we not have a person run to our vehicle as we're driving away. Literally multiple dealerships.
Wow.
Run to us and whoa, hold up. I'm the sales manager here. And give me the whole spiel.
Is his name Chet?
Yeah, of course it was. All of them. They're all named Chet. And then I know I have a problem with this. Andy, you are good at
confrontation.
At confrontation. Well, at being able to say no to things. I'm really, really bad. Maybe this is part of my weight problem.
Saying no.
Yeah, I like to say yes. I'm a yes man. But
when that donut looks at me like that, I just can't.
I'm sitting in the finance office. I got the van, and oh my goodness, the warranty.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you weren't done.
Oh no, I had to say no 10 times, and every time you say no, it's like, oh, I understand, but let me show you this. And then they wait for you. I mean, it's like, I don't want your warranty. Let me leave.
I actually had an incredible experience one time, because that's how it has always been forever, right? You show up, you are chum in the water for the greatest shark to come and eat you.
Mm-hmm.
My family was looking for a van. This was a few years ago. We pulled up to a dealership, normal dealership. We got out of the vehicle. We walked in. We used the restrooms. We walked around. We walked back out. We left. No one said anything to us. They were all around us. It was like we had invisibility cloaks on.
Wow.
It was like I had unlocked an achievement. It was incredible.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
All right. Hey, from time to time, we love reading a review, because your reviews for this show on Apple Podcasts, wherever you're listening, they help the show out. We enjoy doing the show, and your reviews help them out, so we like to read them.
Reviewosaurus Rex.
This one comes in from 6 Degrees B. What? Look, I don't make the names. This time it's 5 stars. Says the opposite of Caillou. The only way to describe this listening experience is to dub it as the exact opposite of Caillou in the respect that we, the body of listeners, the Spitwads, recognize that the podcast deserves hair, Mike's beard, food, Jason's hunger, appropriate, and love, Andy. Andy gets love. He is the embodiment of love, according to 6 Degrees Beat. That is very nice.
Well, thank you so much.
You get hair, I get hunger, and Andy gets love? That's not fair.
I appreciate the fact that we're considered the opposite of a small child that deserves no hair, food, or love.
Yeah, you're darn right.
So thank you for that review. We really appreciate it. Today's show, like Jason said, we got a mock draft. Back again. This time, I took care of the last one.
Yeah,
handily. Surprisingly to you,
I'm
our
shocked.
fast food mock draft, you got destroyed.
I got destroyed. And here's the thing.
Yeah.
Usually when we leave a mock draft, we've got an idea of who's going to, the condiment draft, we all knew I was going to take that down.
Yeah.
I genuinely thought I was going to run away with it. And I've had several people, like more than, I don't know, more than 10 who have reached out to me on Twitter and said, I can't believe you're not dominating this draft. So there's some of us that, it's...
The Spitwads are wise.
Yeah. They saw through your shenanigans.
They are discerning, and ultimately they enjoy tasty foods.
Just because something is the biggest, it does not always equal best.
Yeah.
Yeah, well...
I mean, to recap...
Yet another weight fallacy.
But Subway, McDonald's, get out of here. Get out of here with that nonsense.
People don't want to say they like it, but the truth is people must like
they
it.
don't.
This morning on the drive-in,
It's just there.
There was a commercial. It turned out to be for Subway, but the name of it was the Chipotle cheesesteak. And the whole commercial, it kept saying Chipotle had cheesesteak. So I thought Chipotle had added cheesesteak.
Why would they add cheesesteak at Chipotle?
I don't know, but
it would be great though.
And then they had this. They're like, when we got this new bread, I'm like, oh my gosh, Chipotle added some bread. And then I get to the end of the thing.
They are rebranding.
I was so excited to come tell Mike, because Mike, you're a Chipotle
I love
truther,
Chipotle.
Which is what made it hard for me to draft them.
Yeah.
By the way, you can respond to the episodes. You can send us your ideas for segments, for questions inside of each segment, and you can do it all on Twitter at SpitballersPod, the website SpitballersPod.com. And again, thank you so much for supporting this show. It is growing.
That is true.
That's just factually accurate.
I believe
somehow.
Thanks to the Spitwads, we got up to number 5 in comedy podcasts.
That was awesome.
Pretty cool.
Thank
Pretty
you.
Cool. All right, time to move on.
Would you rather?
All right, our first would you rather question. Would you rather have braces forever?
Ooh.
Man, I hated braces. Or extremely bucked teeth.
Jay, did you have braces?
I had braces not once, not twice.
What?
But 3 different
Thrice?
times. Thrice. Yes, and I did not have braces.
They didn't take?
They certainly did not take. So, yeah, let me speak to the braces side of this would you rather. I had braces for years.
When did you first get them?
First time was not until college. So I went through entire high school. I had gappy teeth, get to college, and I was a theater major.
So you didn't get to endure you're like, I got braces, but everyone else around me,
right,
they've got braces. So
No.
you don't stick out.
Nothing made it okay. Nothing made it okay. I was a theater major. It was like, I'm like, after college, I need to get jobs acting, and I can't have gappy teeth, and I can't get braces then. So I bit the bullet, got braces, wore them for years. Got the retainer, went and house-sitted. Is that how you say it?
House sat?
House sat?
Sat on a house?
I'm not sure, actually.
I watched someone.
You cared for a home.
I cared for a home of a friend. And that friend had
sat in their home.
Dog. And that dog.
Oh.
Now, it's not my fault. That dog went into my wife's purse at that time, into the retainer container, and ate my retainer. It was not 1 week later that my teeth looked like they had never had braces. Years of braces, 1 week, and my teeth went shroomp back. That happened 2 more times. Not the dog eating it part, but I lose things. I'm very irresponsible.
How did you not learn that you need to replace the retainer immediately?
Yeah, that would have been the key there. After the retainer's lost, it's not like, oh, that's the only one that exists.
I mean, I would be at my orthodontist's home, banging on the door at 3 a.m, saying we have a teeth emergency.
Yeah, so my
it's
orthodontist.
called the teeth emergency.
It's a gappy teeth emergency.
My orthodontist was in like a different city. They were in Tucson. We live in the Phoenix area. That's 2 hours away, different city. So I didn't know what to do.
Just impossible.
Impossible.
What? Why?
Cars.
Did you know there's more than one orthodontist in Arizona?
I don't think we can go back and fix this. So, based on the fact that you already have had braces forever, or extremely – now, when we talk extremely bucked, we're not trying to make light of like an ordinary mouth. We're saying these – you got two –
Nanny McPhee.
Yeah.
Yeah. Two
Andy's
Bugs
looking at
Bunny.
me like he has no
I have no idea who you're talking
Google
about.
it. Google the old horse face.
Nanny? What's her name?
Nanny McPhee.
Nanny
it's
McPhee.
a movie about a horse face.
What did you do? Why are you so mean?
Well, I'm just saying she's got a horse face. I mean, I don't know how else to put it.
You're so rude.
It's not the nicest way to say it.
Well, I
But
mean,
it's
she
also-
doesn't look pleasant.
Yeah, no, she's
isn't
got
that
one-
the whole bit?
Yes,
she's
yeah.
got 2 moles and 1 tooth. No. I mean, those look like those moles are the size of meatballs too. No.
But the buck tooth that's sticking out, if we're going Nanny McPhee, the one tooth sticking out over the bottom lip,
she's also got a unibrow.
it's not going to hurt. It's not going to make your mouth bleed the way that braces can. Or
It's true.
You know, it's not going to cut your lips up, cut your tongue. It's not. You can eat a cheeseburger, and guess what? You don't have to do after eating a cheeseburger. Remove half the cheeseburger from the front of your teeth.
Well, the thing though, if you're going Nanny McPhee, is the teeth are on the outside when you close your mouth. When you got braces and you close your mouth, no one knows that there's something going on inside.
Right.
So there's an appearance thing, like job interviews. Well, I mean, I guess you got to open your mouth to talk.
That is true, Andy. This did not occur
Sir, what's
to
your
him.
name?
I would prefer the buck teeth. Man, that sucks.
To have braces the rest of your life.
Yeah,
Your lips would be calloused.
man, I got braces from this orthodontist. The orthodontist was great, but the nurses, or not the nurses, the dental hygienists,
The assistants?
specifically one of them,
Oh.
unpleasant woman
Nanny
in every
McPhee.
respect. And she would it was like a routine because you got to go in and get them adjusted every week. Every week, I swear, she planned it out. She would eat her lunch right before I'd get in, and she would smoke a couple cigarettes right before I got. And so she'd be adjusting my teeth while she's still finishing off a few chews from whatever lunch she just had, and she smelled like cigarettes. And I just remember, and she was vicious. Like sometimes you can be gentle. She didn't give a
Rat's patootie?
a rat's patootie about me.
So you're going buck teeth.
Yeah, I'm going buck.
I'm gonna take the braces.
This is the last question I will ask about this. These are braces that they've already done their job.
No,
I think
you
so.
don't have to go in for your adjustments
That's
No,
crucial
because then you're all sore.
because I remember a very specific moment of after a big adjustment and the teeth hurt so bad
Yeah.
that I went and I was trying to eat pizza and I had to eat with my molars. So the side of the crust just kept rubbing over the where your lips
Yeah,
on the corner of your lips.
that's
and it just sliced it open.
yeah.
As soon as you get one mouth wound, the braces attack that mouth wound forever. You can't keep that spot away. So
Well, you got that whole metal, like you've got a metal wire in
Yeah.
there, and then that wire jabs you in the back of the mouth. Too.
Now, what if I go what I did the third time? Invisalign. Are those considered braces?
If I could go Invisalign, that would win.
Well, yeah, because we would all be
easy.
that would be
Cool. We all get Invisalign.
sweet.
What
Mike-
an easy and
Mike,
dumb question.
Final answer.
I'm gonna I'll take the braces.
Yeah, I'll take the braces because otherwise, if you got the buck teeth, people would always think, why don't they just get braces?
Because that'll make them smaller. Would you rather scream everything you say or whisper everything you say?
Oh man, I think there's an
Okay.
audience.
This is
I gotta nip this in the butt immediately. And this I believe this is like Jason sharing his spider take. I didn't know it had a name, but apparently there's something called misophonia or misophonia. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. And it's people who are sensitive to sounds, specifically things like chewing and whispering. And there's this whole movement of people. There's this ASMR.
Yeah, they're into it though.
Yes.
They love it.
And
It gives them like joy.
it gives them good feelings
Yes.
inside. It brings physical pain to my body.
Oh, to listen to whispers?
To listen to, yes, that's why I'm saying. I know I'm like, this is Jason. I'm
Yes.
talking about spiders.
Yes.
But my wife knows about this.
Really?
And she will intentionally do whispering.
Makes you uncomfortable?
Yeah, it makes
that's too bad. Mike.
it's a feeling that you can't explain. Like, I want my bones to jump out of my body. And on 23andMe, they test for that. You're.
I've taken my.
I'm going to remove my headphones and leave this.
No, Mike.
I can't. I cannot deal with this. But on 23andMe, they check for the trait, and I've done it, and I have higher than average odds of having this
sensitivity. Interesting. So you couldn't whisper. Is it applied to all whispers coming to you? But if you whisper, you're fine.
Yes, I can whisper.
So
it's low volume sounds.
So this makes no impact to you whatsoever because this is you whispering.
Now that being said, I think we need to test something here because you don't use when you whisper, Mike, you are usually just living life, right? But right now people can't see. We have really nice headphones on and really nice microphones, and so what if you whisper while you're wearing headphones? Will that bother you? Let's figure this one out.
I don't think it will.
Let's find out.
But if I just whisper, no, it bugs the crap out of me.
Yeah,
this is a problem.
Yeah, because we do this for a living.
I have to blow out my voice. I have to scream all the time.
Wow. See, my kids sometimes they're not always the best.
Oh, there's plenty of shouting in the right household.
So we, whether it's a full-on yelling or a raising of your voice, my kids, they'll come to me, they'll be like, Dad, why do you have to raise your voice?
Because you don't listen until I do.
That's what I tell them. I had this heart-to-heart with my son the other day, and it was funny because I actually, in this specific conflict, I didn't raise my voice. I just was a little more stern at a normal volume, I guess, and he took
that's still perceived as yelling.
Yeah,
though.
I've learned this now. And he took great offense, and we had to have a heart-to-heart in the room. And he goes, well, why do you raise your voice? I go, because I said, son, I asked you to do something in a normal voice 11 times, and you don't do it. So I can't imagine being a parent and having to whisper everything you said is my point. I think you can't parent. I think your kids will run like a Lord of the Flies, wild children, because they will do nothing.
Yeah, if I had $1 for every time I've explained that, like I
don't want to yell
12 times without yelling. You didn't do it.
But if all you can do is yell, now let's take this example.
I guess you'd be a bad parent that way too.
No, you're going to have another level of yell because they will get used to the yelling.
You think they'll just become desensitized?
Yeah. Why do you always beat your chest while you yell? That bothers me. Well, I have to beat my chest, otherwise you wouldn't listen, son.
Wait, so beating your chest is
I guess that's the next
really
level.
going to get him motivated.
Yeah.
Well, he's hitting himself.
My point
Take
is
out the trash.
Looking like Mark Wahlberg in Fear.
well, what do you add to your yelling then to get him to listen?
It's the banging on the table.
Oh,
yeah.
You're getting violent, Mike.
Hey, you got to go next level.
Mm-hmm. The belt's coming off.
Oh, I'll be wearing
Get out
I'll be
here.
wearing 16 belts so you
threat.
can take the belt off. Yeah. They're like a holster full.
Look,
The only thing that happens if my belt comes off is my pants are falling down.
And that's how I punish my children.
I am definitely going.
No!
I am definitely going with the whisper.
Look, there was a point when I was a child when my dad walking around in whitey tighties was a punishment.
Yeah, I get it.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I guess when you just talk about
did he bleach him?
The whitey
should have.
tighties?
He should have.
Oh, no. Oh, get body, Dad.
My dad's on blast for no reason whatsoever. I'm sorry, Pop.
Oh, Papa Skidmarks. Is that what Papa Skidmarks. Fantastic.
Oh,
Congratulations.
Poor father. Okay, scream or whisper. What do you say?
I have to scream. I don't have a choice.
I have to whisper. Mike has given me no choice.
We aren't friends anymore.
Oh, my goodness.
I love you, Mike.
Time for the next segment.
That's a great question.
All right, this is a great question. What was the biggest mistake you made in your first year of marriage? Now, just for the record,
Getting married.
how long have you been married, Mike?
11, 12 years. I don't know. One of those.
I am in your boat where I don't remember if it's 11 or 12. It's 12 years.
And I got you
Yeah,
beat.
so then I'm at 12. Then.
I'm rocking 13 years.
So,
Congratulations.
Thank you.
first
And
year
to
of
you.
marriage, everybody always,
Yeah, you make some
you always
mistakes.
think it's
Oh,
perfect and
I
fine, and
remember
then
mine.
you do?
Yeah.
I,
Oh,
I
I got-
remember
I got
I remember
mine.
mine too.
So
All right.
there's a game. There's a video game. It's called World of Warcraft, and
Whoops.
it takes a lot of time and effort to play this game. And there's these activities in the game. They are called raids.
Yes.
And a raid is it takes a
time
lot
commitment.
of coordination because you are getting 40 people together to play this video game, and once you commit, you're talking this is hours. And I thought
Once you commit, you cannot quit.
this is true. And I thought I could definitely be like, the wife can handle me being still involved in this high-end raiding group on World of Warcraft. No, that had to get nipped in the butt. I had to remove that aspect of my life.
Did you go quietly into that good night, or did you have to be
I
prodded away from your rating group? Because that's a tough thing.
tried to hold on to it. Be like, no, it's not that big of a deal. I'll see you like on Thursday, because we're starting a raid. It's Monday. That means by Thursday night we're good to go.
When did you decide that you'd give it up?
I think I did like 3 of them.
Oh,
And
then the rage was too
It
intense.
it wasn't rage, but it was clear that this had to be removed.
It was your rating group or your marriage.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny. My answer could have easily been video games because
Yeah.
similar experience where my wife, she had moved to Arizona. She didn't have a lot of friends yet, and I was her best friend. And I thought I could play video games and things like that. And no, I couldn't. It didn't work well. But what I'm going to say my biggest mistake is the most benign thing. See, when you get married, you think you know everything about your spouse, and you don't. You know
Right.
nothing. You know
Yeah,
nothing.
Jon Snow.
In fact, someone told me that before I got married. They said, I've been married 7 years. This person had been married 7 years. She goes, I know things about my wife I had no idea about. I learned so much more. You'll be the same. I already know everything.
You're an idiot.
I already know everything,
Yeah.
is what I said. But I found out that I went out and picked up some Subway for my wife.
Mistake number 1.
Sure. But I think we can all agree the Subway cookie's pretty darn good.
Oh, certainly.
Oh,
Fresh
no.
baked. So-
oh, no.
No, you don't even know where it's going. So I pick up Subway and some cookies.
Okay. I thought it was going that you picked up Subway and a cookie.
No. I picked up a cookie for both of us.
Okay.
We're sitting down.
Good start.
It's a normal day. We've eaten our sandwiches. It's time to move on to the cookies. She gets up to get a drink. I think, no big deal. I'm going to be Captain Funny Pants here. I'm going to stick my finger right in the middle of her cookie
Oh.
and
yeah.
just put it right through the middle.
It's just a healthy goof.
Just a healthy goof. She lost her poop.
Oh, that's
She lost her mind. There was some
Deservedly
You know
so.
how you had your whisper thing?
Yeah.
Apparently somewhere in the recesses of her brain was the horror of the germs that could permeate the entire delicious cookie by me poking my finger through that hole.
In fairness.
it was the germs that was the problem?
yeah.
It was disturbing the cookie.
What if you're eating a soup and I come out, I stick
put
my
your finger in
a
it.
soup?
But I figure she can eat around the hole that I'd put in the cookie. But apparently this had ruined the entire cookie. And you both are aghast, so apparently I've committed a sin I didn't know about.
I think I get it. Mine. Now, this one makes sense.
I did that once to somebody else. I ate their whole pizza at lunch in high school. They
Nice.
got up. I ate all the pepperonis off the whole pizza and then just put the top back on.
Oh, like it was in a box?
Yeah, it was in a box. They got up for a drink. I ate all the pepperonis off, put the box down.
How did that go?
I had to buy them a new pizza. Yeah, was not happy. All right, move on.
That's funny. So mine has to do with food as well. I learned this very early with my wife. Now, she is a wonderful cook. Like
It's really true.
She makes great everything. And we're in the first year of marriage, and the first time ever, this is pretty early. I think maybe we're in our first month or two, and you know, madly in love. Everything's happy. We're a wonderfully happy couple, and we met in a comedy improv group. So we're, you know, we just give each other crap all the time about everything. I complained about a meal.
Not good.
What was the meal?
I don't remember the meal. I remember that I actually liked it, but I said something negative, and I don't remember what I said. And my wife said nothing in response. Nothing. She quietly walked over, grabbed my plate, took it to the garbage can and dumped it in. She just dumped all my food in the garbage can. It was awesome. She gave me the business.
God.
And since that time, that's what happens if you complain about food, it goes in the garbage.
That's like a move I would do to my kids.
Yes, it was fantastic.
You don't want it? Fine.
She said nothing.
Yeah, she just walked over. Oh, okay. So here you go.
Now,
don't worry about it.
How severe? Let's transition that, because those are all funny. When it comes to your wife cooking food, how far can you go on the criticism?
I'll give her the business. I will criticize everything. But genuinely now, this is true in our household. If I don't like something about the food, I'm going to say something, but I pick my plate up and I run away
say
first.
Something.
You see something that says, I have to run away from her if I complain about the
plate?
food. With my plate. Oh, yeah, because I'm not.
So
look,
you say, this is a little salty, and then you run upstairs with your plate?
No, I start running upstairs and I say, this is a little too salty. I get a head start because I know she's coming. And she'll chase me down and she'll throw that food away. No, it's wonderful.
That is really funny. Yeah, if you have the choice of saying something or not saying something, not saying something's always better. Yeah. You won tickets to a major sporting event. Your wife wants to go but doesn't care about the sport at all, but your best friend is a diehard sports fan. Who do you take?
Speaking of the wife.
Yeah. This is all marital related great questions. So this is tough. So let's just put a game to this. You got Super Bowl tickets. That means you're going to another state.
Oh my goodness.
That's it, right? You got Super Bowl tickets in another state. You got to go. Your best friend loves football. Your wife, doesn't know what a first down is. What do you do?
Oh my goodness.
Mike is looking at it with intense.
According to this question, the wife wants to go.
Yes, she wants to go.
Yeah.
She wants in, and you got Super Bowl tickets.
This is an easy answer.
She's going.
The wife is going.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
She's not going with me.
Am I going?
Yes, you two friends should be happy. Look, happy wife, happy life. And here's what I know. She's not going to be happy there. She's going to look.
She ain't going to be happy when you leave her at home.
I'll take the kids and put them somewhere else and say you get a stay at home vacation. You get a stay at home vacation while I'm over here. The kids will be fine at that boarding school. Here's an experience I just had this week. You two fellas were with me.
I was?
Yeah, we went to a baseball game.
My very first baseball game. Very first baseball game
ever.
Next
week he's going to hit his first movie at the theater.
And so
no, but to be fair about the baseball game, you didn't want to be there.
That is true. That is true. I didn't.
No one in that stadium wanted to be there.
Oh, stop it! Baseball's wonderful.
Baseball is awful.
It's a sport.
It is a sport.
It's definitely a sport.
Such a sport.
Here's the thing. I don't understand why people like baseball. I did want to be
so
there.
last show,
I was my
you,
wife here because I did want to go.
Didn't you body soccer on the last show, and now you're bodying baseball?
I'm a one-sport type of man.
Nah,
it's football.
You like basketball.
That's true. I do love basketball. Yeah, I mean, so when I went, I fell asleep at the event. We had great tickets. We got down to the field. The Arizona Diamondbacks took care of us, pampered us. Thank you, Diamondbacks. You guys are lovely. They even had a walk-off home run victory in that game. We weren't there for it because we left a little bit early.
You had to take the kids to bed.
Yeah, exactly. It was for the kids. It was for the kids. But I did not. I mean, I wanted to. I went in there really
Wouldn't it
wanted
have
to have
been more
a good
fun
time.
with your wife there?
Yeah, anything would have been more fun. Andy's so sad right now because Andy loves baseball, and how happy would you be if I started to like really get into baseball and like it and follow Diamondbacks with you and high five and care about Randy Johnson? I don't know.
It'd be nice.
It'd be better than
It'd
me.
be nice if you had that capacity.
Yeah,
but not everybody's been dealt the same acumen.
I need more action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't grow up playing it. You didn't grow up watching it.
I don't think ADD,
you know none of the players.
Yeah.
You've never been to a game. I'm not surprised you didn't enjoy it.
If you're an ADD, ADHD type of fella or woman like I am, I don't think baseball's for you. Like, I need more happening for my eyeballs at all times.
Yeah. Maybe you change. Maybe you just change your life.
I ain't ever grown up.
I'm
a Toys R Us
So
kid.
you're not bringing your wife?
No, she's doing whatever she wants.
But she wants to be at the game, Jason.
Well, then she's not doing whatever she wants. I'm going to the Super Bowl with my friend who loves it. I'm taking my papa.
It kind of could be argued
Papa
that it's a waste. If a Super Bowl ticket could be multiple thousands of dollars, is it wasted on someone who doesn't enjoy the sport?
Yes.
Nope.
He'll be single for years to come and be able to take anyone he wants. If you could, this question comes in from @FFB Nick. If you could go back in time to change one thing, wow, this is getting all deep.
Yeah.
If you could go back in time to change one thing in the past 10 years, what would it be? Poverty in the world. I just solved it all. I'd fix it.
Wait, so going back 10 years allows you to have magic? Like, just because you go back 10 years, like, oh, I've been to the future. Now I can end poverty.
Yes.
What would your – so tell me, you get back there 10 years ago.
I would feed everyone.
I would start that today.
I would.
well.
See? No, I think it'd be 10 years too late.
That's one of the things where it's like the last 10 years, this is, look, I can't change the marriage. That was 13 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Wait, if you
just
could, you would?
No, that was just. My wife would. Now that I left her at home, I'm gonna be in trouble Monday when she listens to this.
Yes,
the keys have been changed.
She's going to walk over to your food before you say anything.
Did you say the keys have been changed?
I did, and I stand
all the
like
keys
you got in your pocket.
She got in my pocket and changed the keys. I stand by it.
All his keys don't work anywhere. That's the reverse of changing the locks. You just change the person's keys,
which is ironic because
I mean it would work just the same.
Yeah, I guess it would.
Oh,
work.
gee whiz! I can't get into this house anymore. Why is my car not starting?
Yeah. So if
do you have something that jumps out that you would do? What?
It's very selfish.
Really?
Oh, of course.
Fashion related? I would change a lot about what you've done in the last 10 years.
I would buy so much Bitcoin.
Oh, mercy.
That's funny.
Back when Bitcoin was like 20 cents a pop or whatever.
Wow.
And then I would be retired.
You know what?
Wouldn't be doing this show.
No, you're darn right I would not.
It's funny because I remember sitting at a computer the day Google went public on the stock market.
Right.
And I wanted to buy a bunch of Google, and I didn't. So that's a pretty interesting take.
Yeah, it's selfish.
He's
trying to end poverty. And I'm like, I would be incredibly wealthy.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we all go
and
to.
then,
right?
of course, I would
Was there any
fix
is
the
there any
world problems.
monumental like mistake you made though that you'd be like, man, if I just like the butterfly effect, boy, if I had just done that one thing differently, maybe I have a happy life. I'm happy.
Yeah,
I'm very fortunate. I don't want anything to be different.
Yeah, see, I think I
regret small decisions that are dumb.
We are fantasy football analysts
for a living.
By trade, for a living, on the Fantasy Footballers podcast. And, man, I just can't imagine how incredibly accurate I would be every single week just knowing who's good, who's not. Oh, my NFL draft rankings.
You don't get to know the future. That's
How do
not
you
part
not
of
get
the
to-
equation.
Yes,
if
it
you
is.
could change one thing in the past 10 years,
I would think that you know.
He
I'm
would
going
change
back
the
in
fact
time.
that he doesn't know the outcome.
Right. Okay.
Well,
That's
that's
what I
the-
what I
that's
would
the
change
dumbest
in the
thing I've
past
ever heard.
is not knowing the outcome.
about
You're
you-
right, Mike.
how about you skip the second and third time you got braces?
Oh yeah.
Is that 10 years? Within 10 years?
Yes, that is within.
Oh,
I
he's
was
every 5
an adult
years.
braces guy.
All right. Let's move on.
The Spitballers Draft.
Now, explain it, Jason.
Well,
what are we doing today?
We're gonna do a draft here. We're gonna draft our favorite appetizers.
This is a wild one.
Go in order. I mean, look. This is. I was pissed that.
That I have the first pick?
Well,
I don't know what
a
the
little bit.
I don't know what the runaway
There's-
appetizer.
there-
first
there's
is.
a run-
101.
there's a 101 and there's a 102. There's two top.
No,
picks.
I disagree.
Okay.
Well, I guess I'll find out.
Yeah.
I'm third pick.
But last week we did something related to food.
Yeah.
And I lost in the polls, and this is not something that is
Redemption?
normal. I mean, I'm kind of the food
You're the
guy.
foodie?
I'm the foodie. So yeah, appetizers are what we're gonna do. We each pick one. We'll go 4 rounds. Have a team of 4 appetizers, and then you can go to Twitter at SpitballersPod and vote. The poll will be up tomorrow on Tuesday. Be up for a week.
This is going to be interesting. Mike, you're up first.
All right, so I'm on the clock. I'm taking wings.
Yeah, that's the one. I mean, that's absolutely.
It's not just the clear pick, but it's also my favorite. I love buffalo wings. I do the keto diet, and the fact that I can eat buffalo wings makes me be able to sustain this diet.
Oh, certainly. I mean, I've joined you on keto again after I quit.
Yeah.
And it's wonderful. Wings are so important
So good.
to my
So
life.
good.
To your life.
Because
Yes.
now here's the thing. Wings I get as a meal all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That's like I'll go to a restaurant and just order wonderful wings, but I get it as an appetizer too. Very frequently. You know, you'll get the salad.
I get wings as an appetizer to my wings meal.
Oh, upgrade. So, yeah, I mean, that is – I said that there's 2 top picks. Wings would have been my first, but I'm going with mozzarella sticks.
That's my number 2
Of
as
course,
well.
that's what I'm
All right.
saying. There are 2.
You were both right. Those were the 2 that were in my mind. I thought cheese sticks would fall to me.
No, I mean, you got to – they're just too perfect.
If I were to say that I have no remotely close idea as to what I want to pick
we
now,
got 4 rounds
And
of
I'm
this.
super happy because I have one that I really want.
Oh, I've got a lot
I mean-
of them.
See, and the honest, I might like mozzarella sticks more than wings.
Right.
I
They're
love
so
mozzarella
good.
sticks, but the power pick is the wings, so I had to take it.
Yeah, I don't blame you there.
I'm going to go chips and guac.
That's a great
I'm
pick.
going chips and guac
Great
with my
pick.
first pick. I adore guacamole.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's wonderful.
It's strong. It's not what I was hoping.
And to all you kids out there listening, because this is a family show. You have parents listening
Right.
in the car, and you're like, I hate guacamole. Listen to this.
You're wrong.
First of all, grow up. The second, I hated guacamole. I mean, I hated it. It was one of those foods like, you know, you don't like certain things. That was one that I couldn't even comprehend how people liked. And every 6 months or every year, someone would have some, oh, no, this is my homemade guacamole. It's so good. You got to try it. And I'd try it, and I would be like, I'm
You
eating
gotta
your
try my guacamole,
I'm
Jason.
eating your boogers. This is disgusting.
Eat my guac.
And then eventually,
Voice.
and actually, I remember exactly the guacamole it was. It was the guacamole at Chipotle. It was so good.
Yes.
And from that point on, and I was 24 years old, I think, when I first started liking guac. It's like my favorite.
I remember the day. It's in my diary. Today I
October
discovered.
2nd
Where were you?
when
When
you
you-
found guacamole.
Mike, you're up.
Sliders.
Oh, you're going with the meal
I
appetizers.
thought about it. I did.
It's
I had it
still
written
an
down.
appetizer, but somehow I have wings and cheeseburgers.
You got chicken sliders.
Yeah, it's sliders.
Yeah.
No,
I was
get
trying to
all
ruin
sli-
your burgers.
No, I get burgers, chicken, pork. Thank you for making the pick seem even better.
Dang it, man.
Yeah, no.
But cheese sticks are outstanding. So
Yes, they are. But sliders and wings, I'm happy with this beginning.
I probably would have gone sliders because you had chicken wings. I want one of those meal appetizers,
Right.
where you like this is you can order this as a meal when you're just getting something off the appetizer menu, and you've got 2 of those. But that might weigh you down in the poll. That might be too like I don't know if these are appetizers. Sometimes you get those anti-votes, people saying.
They got to take the stance. Got it.
Right. This thing's not for you. So, man, there's a lot of different ways to go here. There's so many different dips. There
all of them rather appetizing.
Things I love that won't win in the polls. Now, I know what I want to pick here. I'm going to put a little star by it, but I think it will get back to me.
Okay.
And it's probably my favorite appetizer in the world. So I'm gonna play the risk game.
Okay.
But I'm going to go with one that I love and everyone loves. So this is a power pick. Nachos.
Yeah,
I mean,
great pick.
Great
pick.
If you think to yourself, I don't like nachos,
I
turn this podcast off and go away.
I wanted to know if I was allowed to include that with the
No,
chips and guac.
guac and nachos are very different.
Very different.
Nachos implies that there's chips and
Yeah,
there's
no,
melted
that's fine.
cheese on
I
it.
get it.
Oh, I got guac on my nachos.
Yeah, you probably
Whoa!
No, I got
not
every-
today.
oh.
You don't. Not today.
do. Well, in the
You
poll,
can
you'll
have
just say
everything else,
nachos.
but you cannot
It'll
have.
just say nachos, and people know. You get nachos how you want them. You want meat on that, you get meat on that. You just want cheese, that's okay. That's okay. That's a good base.
I'm gonna add to my chips and guac. I'm gonna go garlic bread.
Oh, all right.
Man,
all right.
That's
Nice.
I've got a list here of things I wrote down.
That wasn't even in my list.
It's not
That's
on my
nice.
list, and it's great. Here's the thing: if one of you, with the amount of awesome appetizers that exist, if one of you somehow surprises me and says something that's not absolutely making me even more hungry, shame on you.
Yeah,
Shame,
I've
shame,
got one. I
shame.
hope gets around to me. But Mike has wings and sliders, and his third pick is.
I don't know how popular this one is in this room. So I'm interested to hear the feedback when I take it. I'm taking
Cheese-covered raisins.
How did you know? I'm going to take artichoke dip.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I
it's-
get it.
It's on my short list.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm a huge
We all
fan.
have a chip-related appetizer.
I'm a huge fan of dip.
I know that I'm going to have to pick a dip here soon because you got the chips and guac to Andy, and you've got the artichoke dip, which is – look,
It's a standard.
I
I mean,
hate-
it's on everyone, and sometimes they're
And
really good.
I love it.
like there's nothing worse than the wilted sack that is spinach. And it's most of the time it's like a
It's
spinach,
a spinach
and
artichoke dip.
Which is
Yeah, that's
so
what you
good.
mean, though, right? You don't mean just artichoke dip. You mean spinach artichoke dip.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
sometimes it comes with it, but
You better put
melted cheese and vegetable. And you know what, Jason, I don't know if you've done this.
Just take the veggie out. Yeah, I love cheese dip.
No. You get the artichoke dip, but then instead of the bread, because you can't keto, say, do you guys have any raw broccoli? And then you go broccoli right into the cheese dip, and it's fantastic.
Okay,
Mike, I'm not going to
You're welcome.
I'm not going to whisper for at least 24
I
hours
appreciate
out of
you.
love and respect for that tip.
Um,
Am I up yet?
you are.
All right. Man, it got back to me. I'm going to take it. It's my favorite appetizer out there in the world, and it's delicious. Not everybody's going to like it. I've talked about my love for onions elsewhere.
I know
is
what
this
you're
one
going
awesome?
Oh, the awesome onion blossom. It is so good.
You're talking about like
That's a polarizing
the
pick.
blooming onion.
Yeah,
Yes.
the bloomin' onion. I mean, I think it started at Outback restaurants. It's everywhere now. Everyone's got a bloomin' onion and onion blossom. They're so delicious.
It was on my short list.
I mean, even if you don't like onions, I know people who don't like onions, but like, oh yeah, I'll eat that. It always comes with the kind of spicy, ranchy dip.
Right.
All right, so you got the onion.
I got the
bloomin' onion?
onion.
Look, I am going.
I know what I'm
to
gonna try to take
I want to
next, too.
remind people: an appetizer doesn't mean you're getting it at Applebee's. It
Sure.
means anywhere, including the home, including deviled eggs.
Oh, it's on my list.
Nice.
And I'm taking deviled eggs because there ain't nothing better than a delicious deviled egg. Now you can't get them very many restaurants as an appetizer, but when you can, they're incredible.
Yeah,
and
there's a true story.
Every major holiday, that appetizer is the bomb.
We, the three of us, for the fantasy footballers, we have to take a few trips every single year.
Yes,
and every trip that we take, there is a restaurant at Sky Harbor that we end up at that somehow has deviled eggs as an appetizer. It's one of the things I look forward to the most on our trips. Is I'm like, oh, we're going to go to the deviled egg place.
Can we get to the airport a little early today?
Yeah. I have a rule that is part of just my constitution as who I am. If a restaurant has deviled eggs on the menu,
you order them.
It's a done deal.
100.
It's just, I mean, because
if they're on there, they got to be good.
Yes, no restaurant's going to be like, I guess we're going to put deviled eggs on, because this is a polarizing pick. This is the thing. I love, and I'm willing to admit here on the show, I love deviled eggs. They are one of my absolute favorites, but I wouldn't have picked it because a lot of people, they don't want they don't want the egg burps, you know?
This is true. I'm not sure how
pick, Mike.
How I overlooked this so long, but I'm glad that I'm coming in with a home run. I'm cleaning up with my fourth pick. It's good old-fashioned cheese fries, man.
Cheese. Oh, yeah, just like
cheese
nachos, but replace the chips with French fries.
But cheese and bacon smothered all over fries.
It's delicious.
Cheese fries. You talked about Outback, and that brought it to mind. I went, holy crap, the best appetizer.
So, like cheesy potato wedges type of. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, the best appetizer at Outback.
I'll allow it,
and
I'll
cheese
eat it.
Fries.
I'll eat it. Yes, we're allowing things today.
Oh, great.
Well, no, you said I'll allow it, and I think that's good because
Mike,
if you get in the way of picks, if you say that's not allowed, then you're just a jerk. You're a stupid idiot.
Here's the thing: is it an appetizer?
Yes,
Let's find out.
It's on almost every appetizer menu.
Okay, then we will allow it, but we will also vote.
Yes,
vote. Oh my gosh, there's only three of us. Look, you've ordered it before. I've ordered it before. It's an appetizer, so it should count. I'm getting. And we'll just call it 2 words, okay? And it means whatever it means to you.
Okay.
The sampler.
Okay.
The sampler.
You want the mix of something?
Of appetizers. You get the sampler, I get more appetizers. It's like wishing for more wishes.
We got one no vote.
You
don't get to take all our appetizers and put them onto one plate. No.
I lodged my vote as a yes, Mike.
Mike, it comes down to you.
I feel like you've hoodwinked the system, and I don't know how to vote against this.
Oh, I love it. That sounds like a yes. Did I really get it?
I mean, I want to vote against it, but
it's not an appetizer, a specific appetizer.
But when you say the sampler, you
get all of them.
Exactly, yes. But that's what I'm saying. You can say, the appetizer sampler, and all three of us know.
You're destroying the integrity of this entire vote, Mike.
All three of us know exactly what is in it. That means it's a valid item.
All right, how about Andy and I Rochambeau?
Sure.
2 out of 3. It's great audio.
Yes.
I can do a play-by-play. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Andy has lost the first match. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Tied at rock. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Andy has lost. So Jason,
I never changed from
Jason
rock.
went with the rock formation.
Yes,
it's an excellent strategy.
Thank you. I also drafted the rock in the
superhero draft.
You also just drafted a sampler.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Hey, I'll remind our listeners. Could be bad stuff on the sampler that you don't like.
There can also
it's also very expensive.
There can be bad stuff, and you only get like 2 of each.
That's always my issue with the sampler. If I'm being honest, is like. If I want the wings,
it's a big issue. I would vote against this.
And you always get. Here's the truth. I'm talking against my own pick now that I know I've won the draft. You always get 2 of the things you absolutely love, and it comes with like the throw-in garbage appetizers. It's like, can I sub this for? It's like I want the wings. I want the mozzarella sticks. I don't really want this, and so you get this sampler, and it comes with not enough mozzarella sticks, not enough wings. Mm-hmm. But I'm still going to win the draft.
My final pick is hummus and pita bread.
Oh, okay. Look, I can tell you very truthfully.
Solid.
That was my pick if you guys got in the way because I needed a dip, and I love me some hummus, some good garlic hummus.
Mike has wings, sliders, spinach artichoke dip, and cheese fries. Jason has, what is that?
Mozzarella
sticks, nachos, a bloomin' onion, and the sampler.
The bloomin' onion's your downfall.
I have chips and guac, garlic bread, deviled eggs, and pita and hummus. I feel like
I'm
there are
very
big fans of my individual items. I'm curious to see what happens.
Yes, I'm very interested to know what your vote ends up at.
Yeah, this is a very interesting vote.
You could get 40%, you could get 4%.
I have no
totally,
idea.
Totally. And I will say this is one of the closest seeming drafts we've ever had because wings and sliders are powerhouse up top. Andy has the much more like people who love deviled eggs are coming
or
after
garlic
it.
bread.
Or garlic bread.
Or hummus. I mean, hummus truthers out there.
We call it yummus.
Yummy. Yummus. Yes. What'd you guys learn today? I learned that I will never, ever say something negative about anything your wife ever cooks, Jason. I want to eat my dinner.
I learned that Andy's father is henceforth known as Captain Skids.
Papa
Skids.
Papa Skidmarks.
Sorry. I'm so sorry, Mr. Holloway.
So bad.
And I learned that in the mock draft, I get to draft all of them.
It is a little bit of a cheating.
Thanks for listening. We appreciate your ears. Tell your friends and family because when you argue about this stuff with your friends and family, it's more fun.
We'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Don't eat too many deviled eggs.
Thanks for listening to the Spitballers podcast. To see what other nonsense the guys are up to, check out SpitballersPod.com.